Music, if you have seen the news lately, there have been many reports of clowns luring children into the forest. I was one of the first to experience this, and it was utterly terrifying. I want to stay anonymous at the moment, just in case the clown finds out who I am anyways. Here's what happened. I am 14 years old and live in a small town in South Carolina. The town has a population of around 130 people. The summer was just about over, and I had a summer job working at the local lumberyard. It was a great place to work. I helped customers load lumber into their vehicles, a pretty mindless job. Plus, I was able to stay physically fit because of it. The best part is that my house is exactly 1 mile away. Walking to and from work is a daily occurrence. I spend a long day hauling and moving lumber, and my work day was pretty much complete. It was about 9:30 p.m. when I started to walk home. The moon was just starting to light up the road, and the sun had completely set. Below the hills, there are no other houses between the lumberyard and my house. Our town is very rural. The road home has hills that peak high enough that you're unable to see what's on the other side. Until you crested, the road is skinny with no shoulder. But it was freshly paved, the trees stacked one by one behind each other in a row. And vegetation is thick. Crickets and frogs sound like an orchestra. The walk home usually takes about 30 minutes. I've done it so many times that I entertain myself with some music. I put in my earbuds, threw on some tunes, and away I went. I was about halfway home when I heard what sounded like a high-pitched cackling laughs. What the hell is that? I took out my earbuds and stopped. I thought maybe it was part of the music, but something about it didn't fit into the song. I stood there motionless, looking to hear the same sound again. However, the frogs croaking was so loud that not even a scream could be heard. I thought nothing of it and walked home. The next day, I started my shift at 2:00 p.m. I started my walk to work around 1:30. It was a beautiful day. Nothing was out of the ordinary. I usually look down at my feet and kick any rocks that I see. Having them skip across the fresh pavement was oddly satisfying. I kicked a rock, and it skipped across the pavement and landed next to something strange laying in the dirt on the side of the road. It looked to be a bright red ball. I picked it up and gave it a little pressure, and it squeaked. I immediately knew what it was. This is a clown nose. What the hell is this doing out here? I kept it and carried it to work to show the other staff members. I even put it on and give it some honks. It got a few laughs. The day went on as usual, and around 9:30 p.m. I clocked out and began my long walk home. I forgot my earbuds at home, so I was unable to listen to my usual music. While on my way home, I was able to make out a faint image of a figure about 150 yards away of what looked like a deer, standing in the middle of the road. It was hard to make out as the fall covered over the grounds, and the moonlight backed at the animal. As I got within 100 yards, it must have gotten spooked. I could see a rough outline scamper back into the forest. Little did I know it was not a deer, but something more sadistic. I passed the spot which the deer had taken off back into the woods. As I walked by, I heard footsteps about 20 yards behind me. I thought this was strange, as I've never seen a deer come back onto the road once it was scared off. Before I could look back, my heart, hey there. I turned my head to see a clown standing in the middle of the road. He wore baggy pants and a baggy shirt. But it was very dirty, so dirty that the colors faded into stains. His makeup ran down his face, and his eyes were black. You have something of mine. I need it back. I don't have anything of yours. My house was still a quarter-mile away. This is when the situation went from want to terrifying. Well, if you don't have my nose, I'm gonna need yours. Music. I turned around, and with all my might I take off, running down the middle of the road. I could hear his bare feet. Wally. I didn't look back, as it could slow me down. I was in great shape. But I could still hear his footsteps, getting louder, signaling. He was getting closer to me. My lungs started to burn. I began to press the him at this moment. I could hear him almost right behind me, just about touching me. And then, out of nowhere, a truck crests the hill, with his headlights shining. On me, I waved my arms, and sheer panic. He stopped. I quickly looked behind me to see nothing, no clown. I told the man in the truck what happened, and he called the police. I will never make that walk again. I have no idea how the clown got to that location, and why he was waiting for me. I have never seen any Wiggles parked there, nor are there any other houses besides mine for miles. This was my worst nightmare came true now. I found out that this is happening to more people, clowns hiding in the woods and stalking people. Is this a cult, a group of scary clones with a goal to terrify people? I have no idea, but I do know that I'll never be able to walk in the dark or see clowns the same way again. Music high. Everyone, thanks once again for watching my stories. I hope you enjoyed the true scary clown story. So I'll see you soon with another creepy story. Until then, bye. Music.